Stand by. Countdown sequence. Welcome to.
Hey, it's Shaggy, and welcome to a BTS. Today's date is June the 6th, 2013. Now, before I get to what's happening, let's get into what's been happening. As you know, the BTS is a daily show, but it's been away for a little brief hiatus. Why? Each one of these is a checklist of stuff that I have to go through within the next 24 hours, okay? There's a lot of it. The reason why is we're in the process of doing some technical updates here, stuff that will impact our Maui radio app, stuff that will impact all of our stations here, as well as, operations across the board throughout our company. So tonight, being D-Day, I've got a 20-something hour shift ahead of me. So before I get into, oh dear God, I don't know what all of this list is going to get to, let's talk about an issue that's been happening on Maui Radio, not our app, but Maui Radio community this week. I had another radio station call me out and say they wanted to fight me because they disagreed with me. Ooh. It's times like this that I have to remember, what would Mr. Rogers do? Everything can be a learning experience, and I think this should be too. So, kids, if you are watching this video, or you've been hearing some of the rumblings that have been happening over the airwaves, can I tell you that real adults don't deal with their problems with their fist. Real people deal with their problems with their mind, because the human brain is the most powerful thing out there. Ideas, imagination, creativity, all the positivity that you see in the world around you sprang forth from the human mind, not the tongue, not the hand, definitely not the bicep. See what I'm getting at here? To be a positive person, you have to first be educated, and you have to really know what's going on in the world around you to feel like you're empowered. Well, some people don't, and they resort to feeling negative, and then they think that because they feel so negative that they have to make others feel negative as well. This is called bullying, and bullying is wrong, and that's why we've been spending this week on the show talking about ways to combat bullying in your life as well as your kids' life, because it is all about the kids. I'm a father. I have a kid. She's 6, and to be a good role model to her, I have to teach her on a daily basis that anger is not the way to go. Anger is a reaction. It's not an emotion. It's your body's first instinct to being surprised. After you deal with the anger, then comes the enlightenment. Then comes the knowledge. Then comes the understanding. But a lot of people, they never get past the anger, and they live in anger, and it's never a good thing. And it's definitely not a good thing to share with children. So, as a professional broadcaster, I try, even if it hurts people's feelings, to tell the truth. And not only to tell the truth, but, every so often throw in a little silliness and sarcasticness to add to the mix, to make the world more interesting, but also to make the truth go down just a little bit easier. This doesn't sit well with some, so they get angry, and they get negative. Well, negative is not the way to go. And as a broadcaster, you should ask yourself, before you start issuing public challenges to people, what is the example I'm setting for my audience? You, sir, are setting an example that being negative, being mean, being, dare I say, a bully is the way to go when you want to get ahead in life. And that is not the lesson that we need to teach our children. And being a public figure, I thought that this would be a lesson I would never have to tell another person. But unfortunately, sometimes we need reminders. As a role model, you should always set the most positive example for those that listen to you, those that follow your activities, and those that watch you on social networks, especially if you don't know that they're watching you. And even though I've been away, I've been kind of watching things. So I'm going to offer you a counter offer. You wanted to fight me? Great. I want to give you a hug. I want to tell you that you're a great person. I want to tell you that at the end of the day, everything is going to be all right. Because negativity and bullying is never the way to go, and we owe it to the young people of Maui to let them see that through our shining example of professionalism and courtesy. Those are the two things that'll get us through the day, okay? Say no to bullies and say no to those that want to put you down for trying to be, dare I say, truthful. The truth may hurt, but it only hurts for a little amount of time. And right now, the truth of the matter is you should hold yourself to a higher standard. So you offered me a fist, I offer you a hug. We'll see who wins. But think about this. At the end of the day, what kind of an influence are you on your listeners? Is it a good one or is it a bad one? Think about it.
Want to see more Q103?
Check out our Q-blog on our website.
For extended artist interviews, behind-the-scenes videos, and more. Log on to Q103Maui.com today.
The rhythm of the island.
Q103.